Welcome in, everyone. It's Peter Tragos, the lawyer you know, and today we're talking about Drake's Tabasco fiasco. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the facts in PG form. We're going to talk about what celebrities are doing these days in order to make sure their romantic encounters and just about all encounters are legal and they are protecting themselves. And then at the end, we're actually going to break down two ways that I think Drake could find himself in some serious legal trouble based on the alleged facts from the Instagram model that he had the romantic encounter with. So if you're interested in this story, make sure you hit like on the video and give us a comment below to tell us if you want us to continue following it. Drake has already responded saying, you can have your 15 minutes of fame, I'll have the other 23 hours and 45 minutes. So it seems like he doesn't think this is going to turn into anything, but today we're going to break down why he may be wrong. So first, in case you've been living under a rock for the last day or two and you don't know what's going on in this case, Drake and an Instagram model linked up. It was a 2022 love story. They get together, they have a romantic encounter, which was preceded by an assurance of consent by both parties, and Drake explained things to her and she consented to Drake. And after the romantic encounter, he went to the bathroom and disposed of the protection that he used during their encounter. And that should have been the end of the night. And there's nothing wrong with anything that Drake did with any of his possessions at that point or anything he used at that point, so we know. But after this encounter, the Instagram model went into the bathroom and picked up what Drake disposed of and tried to impregnate herself with the contents of what was in the trash can. And she screamed bloody murder, and Drake comes rushing in because she felt a burning sensation when she did that. And Drake allegedly admitted to her that he put hot sauce in the protection before he threw it into the trash can. And now she inserted that hot sauce into herself. And Drake allegedly admitted to her that he inserted this hot sauce in order to kill any chance of any Instagram models that he's been with or is going to be with in the future trying to impregnate themselves, which is exactly what she was trying to do. So those are the facts of the case, that the Instagram model is now threatening legal action against Drake for injuring her with that hot sauce. And it seems crazy and it seems totally fine that Drake would want to protect himself. And this is a celebrity action going above and beyond to make sure that they are in the clear and protected from any legal action from anyone trying to take advantage of them, because we are seeing it happen now in high profile cases and in the news where all these celebrities are getting sued for their romantic encounters with fans and Instagram models and people that they meet, and in the past and currently happening. So not only are they going overboard and getting consent, which is a great thing, a lot of them are having non-competes signed and different documents signed before a romantic encounter, which seems to kill the romance, but doesn't seem like they care much about that. And then we're having them take the extra step of protecting themselves because people are fame-seeking and money-seeking, even to the level of impregnating themselves. And this is nothing really new. This has been happening for decades and decades and decades, that people are opportunistic. So Drake knows that and tries to do this to protect himself. Now, there are some issues because scientifically speaking, I'm not sure hot sauce has the effect that Drake wants it to have in this situation, but it seems like based on what the Instagram model says, he thinks it does, and that's why he does it, and he carries hot sauce packets around with him, or hot sauce bottles. I'm not necessarily sure that all the facts of this case, as we're hearing them from the Instagram model, is necessarily true. So we're just breaking this down in a hypothetical situation as if what she's saying is true, could Drake actually be in legal trouble for just trying to protect himself from these opportunistic Instagram models that are trying to slide in his DMs or vice versa and take advantage of him, become pregnant, and be hooked and attached to him for the rest of their lives, being financially taken care of and potentially fame-seeking for those actions, which I don't think any of us condone and any of us are okay with as a society. So we all think Drake should be able to protect himself, but is this the way he should do it? Well, according to the law, protecting yourself in certain ways is illegal. And it usually comes when you are protecting property or money versus human life or injuring a human. And we can take it all the way back to, in law school, there was a full section on the fact that booby traps, setting booby traps at your house or at your property, is illegal. And there are tons of cases where people have seen criminal and civil liability for setting up booby traps that have injured burglars and criminals that are coming on their property and trespassing and trying to steal from them. but they've rigged a booby trap Home Alone style and shot someone or injured someone that came on their property, not with their own hand, but literally Home Alone style where they open the door and the shotgun shoots, and they have been convicted of crimes, and they have served criminal penalties, and they have been sued for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the Instagram model and her attorneys could try to apply those booby trap laws to this situation, that even though she was doing something wrong, he had no right to injure her. And because he injured her, there should be criminal and civil liability. Second, on any premises, whether it's yours or someone else, you can't do something you know is going to cause injury to another person. So Drake's action in this case of putting the hot sauce into the protection, and again, we don't even know if this is true, but if he did do that and admitted that he knew Instagram models do things like this, and he wanted her to pay basically if she tried to do something like this, and the world gets a laugh out of it, and she gets some burns and some frustration for her troubles, but Drake did this knowing that there was a chance that she was going to try to attempt something like this, and she did exactly what he knew or should have known she was going to do, and he caused her injury by putting the hot sauce into the protection. Again, there could be civil liability for that, because if you create a hazardous condition and someone is injured on that hazardous condition that you knew or should have known was going to come in contact with it, you could be civilly liable. So as crazy as this story sounds, and Drake is brushing it off saying she can have her 15 minutes of fame, if what she's saying is true and can be proven in a court of law, Drake could absolutely find himself in some legal troubles. I can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments. If this is fair, whose side you're on, Drake or the IG model. Let me know in the comments. We all seem to be on Drake's side because people shouldn't be able to be taken advantage of no matter how big of celebrities they are, how much money they have. That's not an excuse for someone to try to do something like this, to try to cross lines in order to entrap someone for the rest of their lives, or at least for 18 years, to be attached to them when they agreed on a consensual romantic encounter together. But I want to hear what the people think, because a jury would still have to decide in favor of this Instagram model. Even if she has a legal leg to stand on, it doesn't mean she's going to win. She would have to convince a jury. So let me know what you think at this point. And also, if you want me to follow this case and cases like it where they're just one-offs that pop up from celebrities in the news dealing with legal troubles, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to jump on as many of them as I can, because these things are interesting and they're funny to talk about, but they are interesting and they have legal ramifications, and they put us in the mind of celebrities and all of the things they have to do to try to protect themselves in today's day and age. So that's all we've got for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll be back with you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of The Lawyer You Know. If you like this content, please share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to our page and like our videos. If you want some interaction, get in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you. If you want to know any more information about our firm or this page, you can find out in the description or visit tragoslaw.com. We post multiple times throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell so you can get the notification and not miss out on the next episode.